travelers exist? Some people think so. History is full of great leaders with greater senses of awareness. Some have even claimed to have seen other realms. Are the brethren real? Is there a group of powerful men and women conspiring to use fear to keep a population under control? Certainly the concept of virtual control of a society by an alliance of government and corporate entities is real. The evidence is overwhelming. Fear is a powerful motivator. Recently, the head of Homeland Security under the previous occupant of the White House admitted that the administration pressured him to raise the terror alert level in the weeks leading up to the 2004 presidential campaign. That was done just to remind the population of how truly dangerous the world was. Private media, including newspaper and the 24-hour cable news outlets, never questioned this and other practices that kept Americans safely in their homes, huddled around the glow of their televisions and computer screens, and purchasing things online. The highest political office in this country was awarded just recently, not to the candidate who promised the greatest social or economic change, but the one who was perceived to have the best ability to keep us safe. The message? We're all victims. The world is scary. H1N1 is going to kill 90,000 people this year, so stay home. But trust your government. They're the ever-watchful protector. They may skim your emails, not because they want to breach your privacy, but they're doing it to catch terrorists. They're filming you at intersections, not to establish what's the normal traffic patterns in your neighborhood, but they're doing it to catch speeders. Everybody cheers when a bank robber or a thief is apprehended due to surveillance film footage, but we never question that during your average day, you're filmed without your knowledge or permission dozens of times. Could be happening right now. You're being filmed by corporate and government entities, both private and public. In the city of Chicago alone, there are over 2,000 cameras filming continuously, with hundreds more introduced every month. I was in Vancouver 2 weeks ago. Every taxi has a camera in it, right on the dash, videotaping the occupants for your safety. In Chicago, there's surveillance cameras in commuter cars, buses, and on the city's street sweeping vehicles. Everything's being filmed. So what's wrong with living under the protection of the vast machine? Common responses are, our leaders know what's best, it's a dangerous world, and honest people have nothing to hide, my personal favorite. J12H wrote an essay, you can find it online fairly easily if you Google how we live now, and I'm going to read a little bit from that. Now it says, believing that the government knows what's best is an argument that barely merits a serious discussion. Any high school history student can come up with hundreds of examples of when a king, dictator, or elected official followed a destructive, foolish policy. Democracy doesn't protect our leaders from having a limited parochial vision. Often a politician's true priority is career self-preservation. If privacy truly disappears, freedom itself will vanish with it. The vast machine monitors our actions, but it also gives us a reason for that intrusion. The reason is always the same. Those in power are working to protect us. So John's talking about personal privacy as it relates to personal freedom. Think about who you willfully give your personal data to and the motivation to do so. Do you really need to give your social security number to get a library card or a Sam's Club membership? Protecting your privacy is a series of small steps, and while you cannot ignore or evade the ever-growing intrusion of the vast machine, you can limit its intrusion into your life. Remember, your personal data now has the technological capability to outlast your lifetime, your children's lifetimes, and the American government. Certainly no government lasts forever, none ever has, and this data may live on into infinity. Who knows what decisions some future government running this country may make when evaluating your descendants based on the family's historical, political, religious, or cultural beliefs. Again, in the words of the author, in the real world, our battle will be made up of small gestures, small decisions to protect our private selves from the intrusions of the vast machine. No outside force will save us. We must look into our own hearts to find the travelers in Harlem, the prophets and warriors who will keep us free. Golden City will be available in bookstores this coming Tuesday. If you're interested in Tang Sudo martial arts, please see Mr. Myron and Mr. Elliott.